Right, today's book is The Cautious Traveller's Guide to the Wastelands by Sarah Brooks. This is an amazing kind of fantasy tale, another one that's quite unique in its storytelling. It features a group of characters who are about to embark on a train journey between Moscow and Beijing, much like the Trans-Siberian Express, only in this case the land between Moscow and Beijing is what they call the Wastelands, and that's because something has taken over this land and transformed it into something almost alien. And the only way to safely cross it is confined in an iron train that is completely enclosed, not open in any way to the wasteland, and even then it is really dangerous to do. The safer way would be to travel around by sea, which is much longer and more perilous, but still safer than crossing the wastelands between the two places. Now, this is a fascinating idea in itself. You've got also quite an almost steampunk effect in it, because it's set in a time with a company that controls the train. There's a great exhibition going to be happening in Moscow. It feels like quite a Victorian-esque kind of time, and that also adds to the mystery of what's going on in the wastelands, because you feel like the science hasn't caught up to them being able to figure out what is causing whatever is happening there. So they've just decided to shut it off, build great walls around the cities, and almost quarantine the train before it can go back to inside a city, so that they know that nothing is growing on or in it that shouldn't be. It's got a weird kind of Lovecraftian annihilation effect when it talks about the wastelands, so even looking out into it for too long can affect you mentally, which I absolutely adored. And the book itself is a thing of beauty if you buy the hardback. If we open it up, you can see the cover inside has a map. I'll take the phone closer. Has a map of the train, so you can see all of the things. And as you read, this is a really helpful thing to go back to, because some of the characters in it work on the train. Some are staying in first class, some are stowaways, and knowing where all of the places are really helps anchor you into the story, and it's just a beautiful thing to add. There's also it's just a lovely book to read, and it will leave you thinking very long after you've read it. I've today got dog meat from Fallout, who's also used to journeying across the wasteland, and he would give it 2.5 indescribable horrors glimpsed through a train window.